Hey guys, Brett Bartholomew here, the creator of Savage and Simple, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite ways to incorporate body weight work into your training program. Now you may wonder, if you're going to talk body weight work, why do you have something in your hands? Well, you're trying to find an edge. You're trying to find something different than people are doing, and not different as in like a circus trick, but different in terms of the application and the challenge it's going to present. Almost every fighter is going to do some body weight routine, right? Like we see it all the time. Push-ups to failure, lunges to failure, all this stuff. And it's usually really bad technique and poor form. But if you just spend a couple bucks, or you can even use a towel on a slippery floor in your gym, you can find a furniture mover, anything like that, that can actually add another component to your body weight that can really intensify things. I'll show you what I mean. So again, we can do push-ups till you're blue in the face. You can do band push-ups, you can do weight vest push-ups, but you're still going to inherently have some imbalances between right and left. Now, one-arm push-ups are pretty tough to do, and that's great because it's self-limiting. You can't really cheat it too much because it's so difficult that eventually you're either going to be able to do it or you're not. Now, the traditional one-arm push-up doesn't lend itself to doing a lot for the other arm either. The example I'm going to show you, we can work strength with one arm and shoulder mobility in the other. And this is important because if you don't have shoulder mobility, guys, your punches are not going to have the snap or the force to them that they need to, and ultimately you're at a higher risk for submitting because you're just not going to have the range of motion necessary to tolerate some of the holds and positions people put you in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one arm on this slider, okay? And then I'm going to put the other arm on the ground. I'll show you this way so you can see it in a little bit better position. My feet are just shoulder width apart, abs are tight, and in one motion I'm going to lower myself all the way down and drive back up. So you can see this right arm is getting great mobility work. Left arm, I'm locking in, maintaining that position. We'll do 8 to 10 reps on that side. Same thing, other arm, and you'll really notice one arm being weaker than the other, and you want to fight that rotation. Make sure that your hips aren't dipping, really vacuum seal everything in. Now while you're down here, we want to really make sure to target the hips, the posterior chain, hamstring, everything like that. So you could get 2 slides and do what we call a valve slide leg curl. You can also do a one-legged variation, which if we're working on imbalances is great. So what I'm going to show you here is a single leg bridge to an eccentric leg curl. So I'm just fighting that, resisting that on the way down, making sure to train a different muscular action than we're used to. Eccentrics are critical for setting the foundation for enhanced power production down the road, because your muscles don't just produce force, they resist it as well. That can be pretty intense, so you want to get 2 slides to start. You can also just do a traditional curl with it, again with the off leg up. My glutes are firing, hamstrings working, everything's locked in. For another low body variation, we can do a valve slide reverse lunge. Okay, if we have a weight or a kettlebell, you can hold it. Otherwise, you can just put the hands behind the head. You can work on the opposite arm, opposite leg position. But again, I'm sliding down using this hip, hamstring, everything to fire and lock in. Guys, whether you're doing a push-up, a leg curl, a lunge, the options are limitless. It's your creativity and you making sure to adhere to good form. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.